Good morning.
We're Jacob and Jenny, and we have arrived in Iceland.
Yep, today we are doing the Golden Circle, which is made up of some of the top sites in Iceland that are pretty easily accessible from Reykjavik.
Another busy day, so let's get going. Our first stop today on the Golden Circle is Thingvellir National Park, which is kind of noteworthy for the fissure that runs through it.
Like Jenny said, the main feature here at the park is this fissure, and this is actually the meeting point of the tectonic plates between the North American continent and the Eurasian continent. If I was a little bit wider, I could almost touch two continents at once. The meeting of these two plates here is actually the cause of a lot of the thermal energy, the volcanoes, all of that we've seen through our whole week. The geological structure of this whole island just kind of appeared here because that's where the two plates meet.
Very unique, and yeah, I think like as far as anything we've done, definitely the most unusual nature thing I think so far.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot of places where I think you can do this. So not only is this park have enormous geological significance, it also is significant in Icelandic history. This is actually the site of the original parliament back from 920 AD. They would meet here once a year, make the laws, have judicial rulings, all of that, and that started right here.
We walked about half a mile, and at the end of that is another gorgeous waterfall this country is full about. This is probably where we're going to stop because we have some other things that we are planning on doing today and only so much time.
So I think it is time for lunch. We have something special in store today, so we're headed that way.
So for lunch we stopped at Friedheimer, which we heard is a very popular spot along the way. So we did make reservations, which is why we had to leave the park so early. They're known for their tomato products, and their signature dish is tomato soup. So we're looking forward to having that.
So I didn't know this before we came, but it's in a greenhouse and it's so nice to be warm in here. Finally somewhere warm. There's a fresh basil plant that we can cut the basil off of and add to our soup. So I'm very excited to see what this is like. That's really good. It's different.
Tomato soup is so good. It's so fresh, so tangy. And just, they grow all their own tomatoes here. They do it year-round in the greenhouse, and pretty much everything on the menu is tomatoes. So even this beer is a tomato beer. That's weird. I like it. You can taste kind of that tangy vegetableness of the tomato in the beer. That is super unique. So we just finished up. Oh, it's a little cold out here after being so nice and warm inside. It was all you can eat, but we did have to save a little bit of room for our next stop where we're going to get dessert. So let's go.
And our next stop on the Golden Circle is for ice cream for dessert.
This ice cream place is actually on a working dairy farm, so the cows are just right next door to where you're eating the ice cream. So it's really like a farm-to-table kind of place where this is fresh ice cream.
Iceland is known for its like creamy texture ice cream, and we just had some, and it was really good and very creamy. The music was surprisingly loud in there, so I don't know if you were able to hear anything. But yeah, it was a very good treat, although I think it's kind of funny that they're known for a cold food, being such a cold place. So our next stop is to come see the geysers. The name geyser comes from the geyser here. That one isn't very active. We're at another one that's pretty reliably active, so we're hoping that we get to see it go off pretty soon. Should be somewhere over there. Oh, that was funny. Oh, we almost got sprayed. We got a little bit of water on us, but that was pretty neat.
Hot tubs.
Oh, ouch. Extremely hot tubs. If you could go in it, that would be really neat. Obviously, don't go in it, but it looks like it would be cool to explore down there. It's really warm. It feels so nice. Oh, it's so cold outside. So it's nice. So warm. All of the hot water here smells like sulfur. So even when you're like showering in Reykjavik, and this too smells like sulfur.
So that was really cool. This whole place, not only can you see the geysers erupting every few minutes, but it's just everywhere. There's like steam coming off the ground. There's little boiling pools of water and little rivers of hot water. It's just so surreal just seeing all the steam rising when it just feels so cold. Like, I don't know, knowing there's so much heat down here that it's just unbelievable.
So, if you can hear us, because it's super windy up here, we're now at Gulfpost Waterfalls right after Geysers. So it's about a 10-minute drive or so. And holy smokes, this is the biggest waterfall we have seen this whole trip. Just astounding how powerful it is. You can hear the water rushing, I'm sure. Just the size of it is just incredible. We're in the splash zone. It would be terrifying to fall down there. It's so powerful.
Yeah, you can't even see the bottom.
You can't see the bottom, and it's so steep.
It really is just incredible. Just the absolute amount of water, the thunder of it is just, you can barely hear anything other than the powerful, powerful pounding of the water just everywhere. It's unbelievable how much water it is and just how strong and how big this whole thing is. It's just mind-blowing. So we made it to our last stop, and we specifically routed our day to make this our last stop. Really excited for it. I think it's going to be perfect after a long day in the car.
So we're now headed up to the Reykjavik thermal springs. It's about an hour hike to get there, so we're hoping that this is worth it. We've heard good things, so I think this is the last stop of the day, but hopefully a nice relaxing one. It's been quite a long walk already. I don't know how much further it's gonna be. We'll see.
How are you feeling?
This is a long walk. I hope this is good because this has been long.
This trail just keeps going and going and going. I think it's almost an hour since we started, and we still don't see the end. It's starting to get a little interesting. There's some steam off to the side. We're following the path of the river, so maybe that means we're getting kind of close, but I don't know. We'll see. So we made it.
We did make it.
Finally.
Yes.
We think we found a good spot in the river. The further upstream you go, the warmer it gets. So you kind of have to find a spot where it's not too hot or not too cold. We think we got a spot, but it's really cold in the air. So,
yeah, so
we gotta figure out how to get from here into the water.
Yeah.
But it's almost time to see if this whole hike was worth it. Is it worth it?
Not yet. Oh, that's better. That's better. Oh, that's better in the water.
Final verdict?
It's nice. I'm not gonna say it's not nice. Getting in is a little brutal. Getting out is probably gonna be awful because it's gonna be cold, and then there's a hike back.
I think we're going to just relax for a while.
It's very nice in the water. It's great in the water. It's lovely in the water. But as soon as you start to lift your body out of the water, and I don't like that. So I might just stay here forever. I don't want to get out. We brought snacks with us, but also I don't want to like sit up at all because it's cold. So I don't know how well it's gonna go. This is what I was laughing at.
I'm enjoying myself.
When you had the carrot meat, you just had it dangling out of your mouth.
Well, now I'm eating it.
Okay.
It's quite nice here.
Getting out of the water was horrible. It was so cold and it's so windy and it was pretty miserable, but the water was lovely. We stayed as long as we possibly could because I knew getting out would be awful.
I don't know, I thought it was pretty exhilarating going from the hot water into the brisk, frigid air.
Freezing cold. Freezing cold is what you meant to say.
Oh. Yeah, this was quite an experience.
We still have one more day in Iceland, so tomorrow we have a few more things that we're gonna do before we leave.
So make sure you hit the subscribe button to get notified of that next video.
All right, good night.
Bye.